What's going on, guys? How are you today? Hi, Karma. Hi, Jeffrey Casts. How are you doing? I'm recording this for YouTube, so you'll hear some different music than you normally hear on Twitch. So hello, YouTube. You're going to watch this later. I am bringing to you some Clash International Cup. We've got an amazing match off. We've got MCES facing off against INTZ. These are two World Championship Qualifiers. You saw them in Hamburg. Amazing performances. MCES took that #2 spot. So we've got a lot of great action for you tonight. Now, one war was already underway. There's a round 1, round 2 war. First war happened already. Victory for MCES. We'll dive into that, take a look at the replays while we're waiting for the prep day to finish up for the next war. But there's plenty to look at, plenty to go over. And we're gonna have Val, aka Lenaide of MCES, in for an exclusive interview after the matchups. So, getting into the nitty gritty, this was the first match that happened. Win here for MCES. Let's take a quick look and see what went down. We can take a look at the triples that came through. Get into it. Let's see what we missed out on. Take a look at those hits. And then we've got a live war to follow. So Hugo going in with the Queen Walk Dragon attack. Now these are really great, especially if you can work your Queen a little bit in through the base and take care of some of those outside defenses. Shape up the outside funneling path for the dragon so they can work in the center. And utilize your King on the opposite end. So bookends here. Yodo, what's going on? How are you doing? 2 1-stars in each match. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. How are you, Simon? Mike, I'm not even commenting. Not even commenting. Keep the chat clean, guys. Okay. We've got that Queen walking her way around. She has access to get into the town hall. King set here for the funnel too. Wants his King to help shape the steps so the Queen will work her way right towards that town hall. He's also taking on a little bit of heat for her, keeping her out of harm's way from that cannon. She's doing some excellent work here along the way, but the question is, did she pull to the town hall? Yes, she did. That Archer Tower just a little bit too far out of her reach, and that town hall tad bit closer. So able to pull out the CC. She's going to take on the town hall from here. Now, when you're working with dragons, enemy queens are not an issue for you. Your dragons will take them down very easily. So he's not too worried about that. That main focus, shaping this up to get some narrow pathing here for the dragons. Now, with the town hall down, he sets those dragons in place to hurry them through. He's worried a little bit about time. Dragons do tend to take quite some time getting through a base, so you don't want to wait too long and getting them done. And he needs to let his Queen continue on. Now, needs to force that ability, pops that ability, try and keep her safe through, continue her moving down the path. We might see those healers getting picked off by the multi. That'll be a little bit problematic, but she's done as much work as she really needs to do. So with the drags moving towards the 12 o'clock side, they're going to take a hook here to the left, head down towards the 12 o'clock side of the base, and finish things off. That's Stone Slimer doing an excellent job holding on till the very end. They'll take a little damage likely as it moves up towards that wizard tower, but when it has the loons that it can unleash, it'll help take care of some of that cleanup, including if that multi remains. But the Grand Warden, trying his best to knock it down, doesn't manage to get it down. It's pretty low health, and that's where the loons come into play. Not heading straight for that multi right off the bat. Will pick off the loons, but the dragons and that baby dragon coming in are able to finish it up. Hugo picking up a beautiful triple here, showcasing how to walk your Queen through that outside of the base to pick up the most amount of value and shape it up for your dragons. What's going on, Danilo? Good to see you. How are you? Hi, Faisal. Faisal, did I say hello to you? Hello. So we'll sweep through some of these quickly as we get towards the tail end. So Ariam taking out Marinol with the Queen Charge Quad Quake. Lalo. He's got those 4 Quake spells to get that Queen right into the center of the base. He's going to want to knock the Queen out, knock the Eagle out, and take care of that CC. Starting her up from the 12 o'clock side. He's got to set his King for the funnel here to help with her as well. And he's got a bowler that he can utilize also to try and knock out a couple of defenses if need be. We've got a Coco Loon set to try and help keep these healers protected. And there we go. King down and set for the funnel here. That bowler bounce coming in play to help knock out that wizard tower, and the quad quake to open up that entire center of the base. Look at the access he has here. Knocks out 3 walls and gives the queen access to the entire center of the base. Eric, what's going on? Coming in with that host. Thank you so much. Eric, I thought you were streaming this war as well. We've got Clash with Eric, guys. Get some love in the chat for Eric. Thank you, thank you. Great to have you here. Welcome everybody coming over. You were streaming another CIC war as well, if I'm not mistaken. So in this raid, the queen was able to work her way into the center of that base. Has to get hung up a little bit on this hound, of course, working her way through, freezing up those defenses though to hold them off, allow her some time to try and work her way through. That hound pops the ability, gets her nice and healed up. And look at that beautiful value. Look how much she actually took down. Access 2, taking out 2 out of those 3 expos. But the best part is that she's holding on to the focus of it. Anything you can do to keep the focus off of those loons as you bring them in is always ideal. Hi, Puddin'. What's going on? How are you doing, Eric? Good to have you here. Now, he might be streaming over on YouTube. I wonder if he's going to stream on the YouTube side of things, which I can't necessarily do yet. Now, Queen continues to move along. Look, she's gone from almost no health to full health at this point. And he just powers through with this Lalo portion. The Stone Slammer doing some tanking along the way. TH12, thank you for the follow. Is that a prediction of where we're going to be at after Town Hall 13? Town Hall 76? Now with the Stone Slammer taking the lead here, switching up, it gives a lot of protection to the loons that were starting to dwindle down. And again, the queen doing the best work she can do, and that's taking the distraction off of these loons, blocking that wizard tower, allowing them some room to come through, and she's able to actually knock it out before it's even a problem. Stone Slammer, amazing work there. Doesn't even need the loons inside. Hybrids, thank you for the follow. I think I missed another one. What's going on, Eric? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the host. Welcome, welcome. I thought you were streaming this war. Are you going to stream it over on YouTube side, or what's going on? And how was your other matchup? Because there was another matchup, a CIC war. Hugo, how are you doing? We got Hugo Stiglitz in the chat. We got Synth as well, who picked up a triple. John Boss coming in with that gifted sub to Eric. Thank you so much, John Boss. Thank you, thank you. Funga, good to see you again. How are you doing tonight? So Synth picked up that triple on Bernal with the Kill Squad Hawk Attack. Utilizing the wall wrecker to come in. Bookend Pekkas to help with the funnel here. Queen's gonna set in place, and he goes straight for that Town Hall. He's got the Skelly spell here, which knocked out the enemy queen. Tomas, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Kuden? No, thank you. Go ask your mother. Clearly she didn't show you them enough. Tarkwart, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Thank you, Was. Moderators are on point. Welcome everybody coming over. I'll try and keep up with chat as I can. Kuden, thank you for the follow. Is that who just got banned? I think he got banned. Thanks for the follow anyway. Say hello to your mother for me. So Queen gets great value here with that wall wrecker that did the tanking for her. Comes in with those hogs, pushing through a very wide portion of the base. Now, this is not the typical kill squad that you see. This is a little bit more shallow of an entry, utilizing that wall wrecker for the value that he wants, and then going into more of a mass hog on that back end. Spells to try and push everything through. That Grand Warden Tome always acts as an extra spell when you're utilizing your hogs. What's going on, Carbon? Wow, coming in with that 20-month in a row resub. Thank you, Carbon. Good to see you. And look at this. Huge pack of hogs here till the very end. Coming up on an Archer Tower, Wizard Tower that's already low health, and that Grand Warden full health with the assist. Beautiful work here from Synth.
Lady team, lady team.
Thank you so much for the resub, Carvin. Good to see you. How are you doing? Are you getting ready? Are you almost ready for Poland again? Do you miss it? Those guys really don't know about this channel and its OP mod. No, they do not. They do not. They'll learn quickly. So Synth picking up a beautiful, beautiful 3-star there. Let's take a quick look at Tryhard's hit, and then we're gonna swap back over to the live attack, see if we have a little bit of time. And then we'll take a look at INZ's hits. Carbon Finn, the DJ Clasher in the house. When did Carbon become a DJ? Geo Boss, what's going on? Thank you for the follow and welcome to my stream. So Tryhard with that 4th triple. Took out Ozzy of INTZ in with the Queen Charge Lalo. Twisted Salsa, thank you so much. Now he's got 6 wall breakers. He's got to push through this wall. He allows his queen to beat on it. Doesn't actually waste any wall breakers in this. Wants to get that push going further into the base here and have access to getting to the queen and to that eagle. A lot of value with this queen charge where everything is positioned, picking up the CC, the town hall, the enemy queen, and that eagle artillery. You attack 2 Town Hall 12s at the same time? Both QC Lalos, 100% and 95%. Who did you attack? What kind of farm base was that? I missed this one. That sounds pretty epic. I couldn't even triple it if I was doing 1 attack, so I shouldn't even talk. But you know, I got to give you some stuff for that. Gets that beautiful wall break in. Queen has great access here to the chamber, also picking up a multi-access to those 3 expos. That is some incredible value with just a single layer wall break there. So this creates nice, smooth, easy pathing for his Laloons. Very compact along the way here. This queen's gonna have to work her way back towards the 4 o'clock side of the base to try and take on those defenses. Unfortunately, dies out. She didn't even manage to get the eagle on this one, but still created such great value despite not picking up the eagle. Pops that Grand Warden Tome, keeps him safe as they start approaching the eagle artillery and able to come through, pick things up right at the very end, holding on to a single loon. Always good to hold on to your loons in these attacks. A, for the possibility if you need cleanup somewhere along the way, but also B, to come in as a distraction. Now he's got a wizard tower here. Doesn't really need it here because he's got the stone slammer that was just opening up, but he can bring it in on the back end here, especially as he's coming in towards a multi. Helps settle things off with those Teslas, but unfortunately gets knocked out by a black bomb. Beautiful work here, though. Showing the power of that Lalo. A very successful queen charge. With Scheidenhoff? You took out Scheidenhoff? No way. Stop it. Stop it. From the INTZ side. See what they took down, and it was Cavarudo with a triple on Hugo. Sorry, Hugo. We're going to have to showcase this. Did he time fail? Was that 95% a time fail? Shide's OP. Sorry, Hoff, but Shide is more OP. Hi, Red Gorilla. What's going on? How are you? That's craziness. Hello, Count Burrs. Okay, so Cavarudo picked up that triple on Hugo with a queen charge Lalo. We see a lot of these in Town Hall 12. Probably one of the most successful attacks to triple with if you know how to Lalo. That's the big if you know how to Lalo. How many guys of you in here, how many of you know, not like to, but know how to Lalo? I see Carbon Fin in here. I know Carbon knows how to Lalo. So works his queen around before wall breaking her in. He wants to pick up that town hall and work his way in towards the queen. Again, we were talking about value before, what you can get with your queen charges. Your queen walks into charges, and look at this. Access to the town hall, CC, enemy queen, a multi, 3 X-bows. This is beautiful. This is carving out a very nice path as well. And he doesn't quite get the wall break that he wants in that. Little off target, so he's going to have to be patient as his queen beats through the wall and gets up to the enemy queen. He was very patient in that, and there we go. Pulls the rest of the CC, takes on the enemy queen, still has a multi to contend with. But with that queen down, he knows he needs to get going with that Lalo because It's only got 1:17 on the clock before he finished it up. Hi, Stana. How are you tonight? Hello, Poppy. If you mean to loon pathing, Lalo, Carbon's got you. Hello, Night Owl. I'll have to go back and chat in a second. So gets that Stone Slammer in right into the center of the base. Now he's got a split on his loons here. Loon's working on the outside edge, and it's pretty evenly split what he's got working, which isn't always what you want to see happen, but he does power through. And the best part about this is the Grand Warden was right in the center to work with those loons that needed the majority of assistance here. They converge back together, and this queen is an absolute champ, working her way through the very end of that raid with, I might add, with her ability still intact. Loons all pathing back up. Now this had to have been nerve-wracking. I want to take a quick look once this finishes up to see where it landed as far as how long it took. Because with all those loons working their way up, you get a little nervous about it, though he did have his queen and that ability to try and power him through. It's not a time fail, it's a replay. Let's take a quick look and see how long that raid took. He had 2 seconds to spare on that one. 2 seconds to spare, so it could have been a little hairy on that one. So we do have the war that is live. It's 2 back-to-back wars. So I just got home from work. I actually left work an hour early. Well, I went in early, so I could leave an hour earlier than I normally do to get home to stream this. And thank God I didn't hit traffic. My goodness. Hassan, thank you for the follow. So we missed the first war live, although I thought Eric was covering it. Was Eric not covering that war? I think, or Judo maybe. I don't know if Judo was covering that war. But we do have the second war, and we're catching up on the replays. And we're going into the lives now, so we don't have a lot of time. Then we'll catch up on the replays afterwards, but we still have the interview coming in with Val. Caller, thank you so much for the follow, and great to have you here. Where's my mods? Get ready, mods. Thank you, Shide. Look at Shide go. Hugo coming in with the very first hit. And working that Sui Lalo that we were talking about. Now he does have the E-Drugs actually to come in. So we're talking a little more YOLO-tron? A little more YOLO-tron action? He's funneling this up. He's gonna set those drags, those E-Drugs, to come right into the center of the base. He wants to knock out the queen, has a reach to get right in there. And I think ideally he wants to get that lightning chain to go across to the eagle, if possible. Hello, Hassan. You like my videos? You're a new follower? Thank you so much. And you do have a YouTube channel. You're going to start seeing more videos coming up. It's a matter of working out the timing factor. So he uses that wizard to pull the Lava Hound out of the way over into a corner so he can send his E-Drags in without having to target it. Get straight into the base, and there we go. We got the Stone Slammer doing the work. Taking the lead there, heads right in, goes for the queen, and he's got a big push straight up and has access to the eagle. This is very powerful. He did decide to utilize the Grand Warden to get through and get the value that he wanted with that. Funga, thank you so much for the bits. Look at that value. Straight through. 50% of the base taken out. Almost that entire base taken out there. What is even left? A small quadrant over here and a ton of cleanup. A ton of cleanup. That is absolutely spectacular. 3 E-Drags, a Grand Warden, Loons, and Rage, pushing through and taking out from that base, from the actual base itself, on that inside. Took out about 2/3 of it. Goodness gracious. And some swag loons. Hugo Oh, maybe not that guy. Some swag loons to finish it off in style. GG Hugo. We're going to talk about it later because we got the next hit to come in. We likely won't have a lot of opportunity to watch the replays right off the bat, but we will go over the replays at the very end. Break them down a little bit more for you guys. 6 loons swagged and a freeze. Yeah, Hugo is all about the swag. So utilizing a bowler here to help with the funnel, minion and bowler, great value for very little resources expended, very little troops expended here. King and queen gonna suey their way in, wall breaking to get just a little further into this base. Looking to pick up some additional splash damage and also shape this up for the Lalo pathing. Now it is a moated base. You've got that centralized town hall, the nasty ring layers going around it. This is a dreaded ring base that nobody likes to see because it loops things around. So he cuts the funnel a bit here with the suey portion. Deck, thank you for the follow. And he gets so much out of his queen. Look at that. Stone Slammer coming in to do some early tanking, taking on a couple of those air targeting defenses. Grand Warden following suit with the loons, working his way up. And again, this is a pathing he created. Look at this. He does wind up missing out on a wizard tower here. It is low health. It'll have to be a backtrack or maybe sending in that extra loon if he can. Minions actually might overwhelm it. Cutting through to the town hall. Nice spread on the loons here coming through. And that dragon CC is going to cause some problems for him. He does get a bit hung up though. Gets a bit hung up on the pups. We're going to see if that's enough to hold things off. Minions come in. They might have enough power to knock him down as the loons continue through. That was the best distraction he needed because it allowed the loons to sweep through, take on the rest of the defenses, and take care of the rest of this cleanup. He's got a freeze. He can always freeze it up if he needs. Doesn't quite get a split, but he's got the Grand Warden to help, and he's going to be fine on this. My goodness. When you have a dragon up and you're still OP enough to pick up a triple, that's Marinol for you. This is why Marinol is known as a god. Not letting a dragon phase him. Still wrecks Hugo's base. Internet base alert. Really, Meager? Really? Okay, we have Val going in. Looking to take out Selenio with a queen charge hog attack. Now he's got 9 wall breakers. Going to look to get that multi-layer wall break in here. Likely about 2 layers. Working his way up to the enemy queen. And I'm going to guess kind of out towards that town hall. Although he can skate his way around, work up to the multi if he wanted to. Here we go, some loons to come in. Take a little heat for those healers, including picking up any traps. Takes on that CC before getting to the queen, and good for Val that this queen is far enough back out of that radius that she's not bothering with his queen. Now minion to drop for those pups, helping keep them off the healers and make it work quicker. So here we go. Queen is taking on heat. Working her through, still under that rage. It's going to be enough to keep her going through that second layer wall break. Beautiful job on that. Nice junction break. Gives her access to the town hall. Now as she works her way here, he can get the hogs moving from the 4 to 3 o'clock side of the base, working parallel to his queen. He's got the king set for the funnel here. Stone Slammer coming in to take the lead and do some tanking along the way. And hogs are set and ready to go. Now with the Stone Slammer coming in, the hogs coming in all at this time, it allows the king to get a little more value on taking out those outer defenses and helping with the cleanup. This queen is still going perfectly strong through the raid. Everything, look at this. Look at the timing on that pathing. Everything working in unison. Queen, hogs, king, all kind of meeting up together in the line and in sync. Now with the queen dying out here, it's not too problematic. He still has a lot of hogs left to go, but no heal to get through that splash damage from the wizard tower. Again, he's very smart here. Holds on to an extra hog, which can be used either for cleanup or it's a little distraction, popping it in where he might need, but he knows that massive pack of hogs is gonna take it down. A wizard tower is no challenge to that massive pack of hogs. Coming through with 35 seconds left to go, rounding the corner and taking care of that cleanup. Val wrecking it with a beautiful queen charge hog attack, one of my favorite strategies in this game. And we're gonna have to talk to Val about that a little bit later. After war, we are gonna have an interview with Val. We'll ask him a question about picking that attack for that base. Welcome. Okay, we got Bernal going in, looking to take out Try Hard here. How many hogs still up? We'll count them later. Don't you worry, Lix. We will count them later. We could do some guessing too. Okay, so Bernal going in for the queen charge, Lalo. And is this? This is actually a queen. This is actually a TDH. With the amount of minions he has, this is technically a 12v12 TDH. And look at that loon coming in. Nice timing on it, just picking up that black bomb, saving the healers from sudden death. Queen works her way in, working on getting that second layer wall break, bigger push into the base. That wall breaker goes right under the rage and gets exactly what he needs his queen to, right to the eagle, right to the CC, and right to the enemy queen. And what he's done here, you can see it. Can you see? I can see it. Can you see it? Can you see the shape of this base? Super narrow, L-shaped pathing. He will have to support this with some outside loons to come in. Surgically added loons for those outside defenses, but for the most part, this is very narrow pathing for his Lalo portion with coring that base. Hi, Mr. Fox. Very patient as he waits for his queen to work her way through, get up to the enemy queen before he starts this Lalo. Now he's got a minute 23 on the clock, so he's got to get going now. It's queen on queen. He's got to do the work to get this Lalo going because he wants to make sure there's enough time. Minute 30 is that mark where he starts sweating a bit. Queen gets great value. And look at this. Sends these loons around one by one. Doesn't quite come in where I expected him to, but he's Bernal, so I'm not going to question it too much. Queen coming in, so much value with her beating through that wall, getting more access. Unfortunately, does not take down those multi-targeting infernos, but we've got the loons pathing back around. Did she create enough value on this? Works through the town hall very quickly. As he moves through the rest of the base, we've got some additional loons coming in for those outer defenses, but he's got another multi to worry about and no warden to help out. And it does die out very quickly, so Tryhard gonna hold the defense on that one. It was looking so clean on that. I do wonder if he had come in from a different direction, if it would have worked out a little bit better for him. Queen went to the kitchen. Is that where she went to, Samuel? Yeah, Tryhard holding the defense on that one. Hello, Lord of Plagues. Dark and somber greetings to you too. How are you tonight? 94% though, keeping that percentage up. But I have a feeling this is going to come down to more than percentage. It has to be about the stars to get the win on this. I'm just saying, you guys are harsh when it comes down to the fails. So Arium coming in for MCES with a third hit for them for the war. They're gonna take out Ozzy with the Sui Lalo. Now he's got that Earthquake spell in case he doesn't get the percentage that he needs. to get the town hall activated. And with a Sui portion, actually he's gonna naked queen walk here. He utilizes that ice golem to do some tanking for her, give her some additional access here. Whoa. Sorry. This is an Electron. I see some clone spells here. So he's got the Electron Lalo. Great tanking for the queen. He's already picked up 30%. Heading straight for the enemy queen, straight for that eagle in the center of the base. And that is a backup earthquake spell to ensure that the town hall is activated for his Lalo, because he's going to head straight in on that. See if he hits that 51%. He did pick up great percentage with his Sui hero portion. Clones those loons. The E-Drag gets a little hung up and doesn't reach the queen. This is not good. Doesn't get what he wanted out of that. Was supposed to get the queen and that eagle, and it didn't shape up quite enough. So sends in the Lalo portion, quakes the town hall to activate the Giga Tesla. Now he's going to have to hope that he has some minions or pups that sweep through, ideally pups, to knock out that queen. And she's sitting pretty far back. She's distracted by the loons as a couple of pups come in and try and knock her out. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. She is relentless on these loons and then going straight for that Grand Warden. The only good thing this does is distracts her long enough to allow the loons to try and pick up those remaining defenses. But that eagle never went down. The queen is guarding it. That and an X-bow, and everything is swooping around in the wrong way. And that multi is going to be the kiss of death along with those skellies. Arian trying to pick up the recovery on that one. Now look at this. We're going to have a high 90%. If the queen went down, if the eagle went down, we know that would have been the triple. But he didn't get what he needed out of it. Almost had that recovery. Leaves it at a 93%. Not looking too bad. And at this point, they are a triple up. But INTZ still has another attack to go. And they could tie this up on the stars and then get that percentage lead with Bernal's 94%. We're going to see. I'm going to be 38 next month. I am 37 currently. In just under a month, I will be 38. Hi, QB. I'm not in my 20s. You're welcome, Wicked. Okay, we got Kaveruto coming in with INTZ's third hit. Oh, I have the wrong stats up. I have the wrong stats up. I should get you some proper stats if I can. So Kaveruto coming in with a queen walk drag attack. Okay, I'm working her way through. Sorry, I'm multitasking, so I go quiet when I multitask. Working her way through that CC. She's going to eliminate the town hall. Now, the only problem I foresee right now is that these healers are going to get picked off by the multi-targeting infernos. You see that range? So he's got to send in the drags, work his way through quickly to try and limit the damage on them. Now, I don't think it happened quick enough. He sends the Stone Slammer in to cut that path. Now, look at this. The healers get pushed back by the Air Sweeper, but it doesn't take the heat off of them. Stone Slammer does come in. Queen needs to take out those skellies, but they're still going strong at this point. So he did spare it. Timing, I guess, was not too bad. Stone Slammer working beautifully in sync with the dragons. And this is looking wrecked. 1:15 on the clock. So much power remaining, including that queen just finishing up coming through that base. And this is a solid triple for Kaveruto. Queen still has that ability. If it comes down to a matter of time, he can easily use it. The only thing I see that's problematic here is a little bit of the split. 51 seconds. We still have the drag down. Defenses are done. So no, it is not going to be an issue. He gets the split that he needs, working his way over to each side. He's good to go. Did this not work? Something went wrong on this. So both sides displaying their talent in doing this, and Synth diving right into it. Oh, we're in for a treat. Now this we don't get to see very often. I love this attack, and it is underutilized. We've got the Electron Hog attack. Oh my goodness, I don't know the last time that I saw an Electron Hog attack. Do you guys know what this is? If you don't, you're in for a surprise. Very similar to an Electron Lalo, but utilizing hogs instead of the loons. I love this. So working the queen on the outside, king and Pekka on the opposite end, shaping it up. And we're gonna see, he's shaping up that funnel for the pathing so he can send in the Stone Slammer, which should have an E-Drag in it. I see the clone spell. So this is what I assume. He's gonna head straight for that enemy queen. Straight for that enemy queen here. King is still, look at him go. He is still going. And what's beautiful about this is he's got a Hound CC, gets that baby dragon knocked out in the poison spell. My goodness, Synth, you are an absolute beast. Stone Slammer coming through straight to the queen. What's in there though? He's got Valks in there. Did he just clone up Valks? What? That was not an Electron Hog attack. Synth, did you just clone up some Valks? Didn't get the queen out though. Should have gone for the Electro Hog attack. Queen beating on the Grand Warden. He's not far enough through these defenses. He still has that multi to contend with, which did not get knocked down. Gonna backtrack, work his way up, and still has some Teslas to worry about. Queen is standing in the center of the base, guarding her podium. 280s there? Yeah, I guess that could be why. That could be Was. Good point. But wouldn't it not be enough tanking in there for the Stone Slammer to knock it out, or the loons with it? Gets through the last remaining defenses. He doesn't have a lot of manpower left with those hogs. 14 seconds on the clock, and again, it's a matter of that queen guarding her podium. Synth, despite not getting that queen out, this was a beautiful attempt. If the queen went down, this would have been the triple. Wemerson, what's going on? I love this though. I love this thinking. And you have to see the beauty in some of these attacks. I mean, we're talking about just a couple of % off from tripling. And it's a few things that go wrong. So like Was pointed out, with those 280s there, it would be risky to do an Electron on that entry. So he went with the option of going in with the Valks, cloning the Valks. Is it a Val clone? Would that be a Val clone hog? I want to see that triple. That, despite not tripling, that deserves a video in itself. Only Tryhard can save MCES from hell. It's gotta be him. This is tying up at this point. Tying up. Celinio coming in for INTZ with the Pekka Smash. And he's got Quad Quake to get that access through into the center of the base. Gonna just open up almost the entire base. Let's say 2/3. Let's say 2/3 of this base through. And opting for the Warden walk into the P.E.K.K.A Smash, likely because of the radius of this Warden, because he can get access to that multi, reach it without having to wall break in. Although Queen could too. Queen could easily move up on that corner and get there. But he has a little bit more range, so it's nice what value he can get out of this. Maybe reach closer to where the Valks ended up. It was close. So Baby Dragon set for the funnel here as the Warden works through. He's not taking on much heat. Comes and goes straight for that multi-targeting Inferno. And with the healers safe from those ADs, he's able to drop those and continue this on. So we have the King set for the funnel, going to push through. And again, that Quad Quake is going to open up a nice portion of this base. Hi, Tron. For information, is it the addition of the 2 matches that counts now? What do you mean, Trog? I'm sorry. Hi, Sarah. What's going on? Good to see you. If you guys don't know Sarah, make sure you click on his name, give him the follow. He is a French Clash of Clans streamer. Seen doing a lot of work for the Clash community. So gets that Quad Quake, but does he not get the funnel in? We've got the Peck as the King moving to the outside of the base. Doesn't have a lot remaining here that's going inside. He lost a lot on that. A lot of bowlers gone. All those Pekkas working around the outside of the base. But the Queen is in the center here. Only 2 healers though, and 1 split on her, 1 split on the other group. He's got the ability to get her through that Town Hall. Is that all he needed though? He's still got the Stone Slammer to come through, cut the funnel, take out some of these remaining defenses. That Queen did exactly what she needed to do, getting in there. And with the Peck and the King working around the outside of the base, it's enough. It is enough to get this done. He's got extra loons to come in, sweep through for those defenses, plus he's got a haste. 30 seconds remain though on the clock. Stone Slammer heading straight up to the multi, hasting them through to get as quickly into that as possible. Nice split here on those defenses, taking them down. 17 seconds left to go, and it's all converging at this 3 o'clock side. And Seleno picking up the 3rd. Where are we at? Are we tied up at this point? Picking up their 3rd triple, taking the lead here. Taking the 1-star lead over MCES. Now it's up to Tryhard to try and pick up a triple. Get it done. And they still need to see a defense. So last hits to come in. 1 for each side, and INTZ holding the lead at this point. Do you mean that it's the second match that actually counts as a win? Kawa is sweating here. Looking for Tryhard to pull it together for the team. But they're still going to have an issue with percentage. So unless we see a triple from Tryhard and a 1 or 2 star, and it would have to be a 2-star with a low percentage from INTZ, it's looking like it just might be an INTZ win. So Tryhard going with the P.E.K.K.A Smash. And is he going to go for the same meta with a Kill Squad P.E.K.K.A Smash walk? Find out. Low percentage is like 85%. Okay, very patient as this Warden does the work. The outside of the base. And already trying to do some cleanup along the way as he can. That's smart thinking here. A lot of times with these attacks, especially with something like a Warden Walk, because it is very slow moving in the beginning, you gotta make sure that you're worrying about the cleanup where you can, and he has got access to a lot on the outside there. Queen working together, setting up the main kill squad to come through. And he's got a single jump to power through this base. All converging together, gonna have to work their way into the town hall. Oh, I'm sorry. wall break into a single jump. That single jump getting a lot of access through the base. And he's got that stone slammer. That stone slammer can easily cut up through the side of the base here. Can someone tell me why I'm calling this a P.E.K.K.A smash? When he's got so many loons and a hound? Waiting for somebody to call me out on that. That P.E.K.K.A just coming through as a tank along the way. He's got a massive Lalo coming through for the back end with only 43 seconds on the clock. The queen works her way through. Healers switch to the P.E.K.K.A walk on the outside. This is like a hybrid. This is an absolute hybrid. I don't know when I've ever seen a front end P.E.K.K.A smash into a back end Lalo. Because look at this. That queen works her way through. He's got the Lalo finishing off. P.E.K.K.A's working their way on the outside of the base, trying to jump in, but he doesn't have enough time to get it done. Magic, thank you for the follow. What? These guys coming up. Do you think Blaze uses this a lot? P.E.K.K.A smash with a back-end Lalo? This is insane. The thinking that they put into this. Now, it didn't quite work out the way he wanted to. Enemy queen obviously still up, and there was not enough time to get it done. That's going to leave them with the 2-star. Their only saving grace is if they can have a massive defense here and see INTZ pick up the 1-star. It's about the only way. Hi, Orcs. What's going on? Yeah, good job. Good job. GG. Good game to MCES. So Ozzy opting for the Queen Charge Lalo here. Gonna quad Quaker in. Great access here. Gets straight to the center where he needs to reach the enemy queen and that eagle. Picking up 2 multis with this. Pops that king ability, ensuring that the queen walks through, though she gets hung up a little bit here on that tornado trap. But she's able to spare those healers. They did take on quite a bit of damage, so they can't take too much more, and they're just out of range of the AD. But she is exactly where she needs to be situated to get what she needs out of this. Just has to be patient through the hound. Brought her closer to the multi. Yeah, the tornado trap swooshing her right through to where she needed to be. And he knows that he's got to worry about time a little bit on this one. So, with the queen placed where he needs her, sends in the Lalo, knowing that she's going to go straight for the eagle and take it out without too much damage occurring to his loons. Queen continuing to work her way through and just gets out that wizard tower before she dies out. The loons have not a crazy amount of work, but they still have a lot to get through, including these X-bows that are taking quite, or that are giving quite a bit of toll to these loons. And because he doesn't get the split on them, these are going to get picked off one by one. With the Stone Slammer opening up, we'll see if it's going to be enough of a push to gain control again, get back through and pick up those defenses. They do manage to get back in, but he's coming up again on a wizard tower. He's got 1 loon out here for distraction. Big pack of loons here. Look at that. They hit the edge of that haste to get a little sweep in, and he's got the convergence of that 1 loon to help come in and pick up the last of the defenses. Question is 24 seconds going to be enough time to clean this up? Minions and pups sweeping together very quickly to get to those storages and structures remaining. 16 seconds left, and it's all going to come down to everything merging here on the 6 o'clock side, and that is plenty of time to get the triple. Ozzy picking up the 3-star and putting the final nail in the coffin there with a 2-star win for INTZ. 14 stars on that one. And you guys, you want to see some of these replays? And that is the win for INTZ. Beautiful, superb job by both teams. We've seen some amazing attacks, including in the first round match. Yeah, absolutely. GG on that. You guys want to see the replays? And Do you want to talk to Val? I'll show you the first. You wanted to see the first attack because you missed it. We'll start down here. We'll start it this way with Hugo. Please talk with Tryhard. Does he want to talk? It's up to him if he wants to talk. Let me lower my music. Give a call in to Val. Lower the music. Make sure you guys can hear Val loud and clear. And I gotta pull up my questions.
Hello.
Hi Val, what's going on?
I'm fine.
You good? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can adjust your audio settings on this.
What?
Input, output. Let's see. Can you talk again?
Hi.
I'm just trying to make sure that we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See in chat if everybody can hear you. What I might have you do, are you in my server? Oh, wait, here we go. Let's try
I
this.
don't think so.
Here we go. Okay, that should be a little bit better.
It's good?
Yes, that's good.
Nice.
So you had a beautiful hit this war. You had a very, very nice triple. And we're going to talk about that in just a second.
Yeah.
What's going on, Eric? Coming back with that host. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a win for INTZ on that one, but we saw some.
But yeah, we won with the tour, so it's good.
Yeah. So Val, tell us, how long have you been playing Clash of Clans?
I played Clash of Clans since 6 years.
6 years. Wow.
With some breaks, of course.
With some breaks.
Yeah,
Do you know that you've been playing about just as long as I have been, and I am nowhere near as good as you? I think a lot of people can say that though.
Yeah. But lot of people play Clash of Clans. So.
A lot of people do play Clash of Clans. This is true. Okay, I'm raising up the volume a little bit more because I can't hear you. So, do you prefer to go by Val or Lenaide? I always call you Val.
It's because I had only one build on Lenaide, so I changed my account for the second one.
Okay, but which do you prefer, Val or Lenaide?
Oh.
Either or?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Val. 'Cause it's easier.
Anyone.
Okay.
Like you want.
Nico says Val. I go with Val. Let's see if that's a little bit better for you guys. Kaur says he can hear you. I know Lucas says it's low voice or low volume. So we'll try and keep it a little bit more elevated. So you've been playing for 6 years, and within that 6 years, what's been your best Clash moment in that time?
I think I have two best moments in Clash. It's when we were qualified in Katowice with my team MCES in July.
Mm-hmm. That was which World Championship Qualifier was that?
It was in July.
Which round was that? Did you make it through? Because there were 6 qualifiers.
That's what. In July, in the final.
Oh, in the final. Okay, in the final.
It was the fourth.
The fourth. Okay.
And the other one was the semi-final of the World Championship when we beat Stripe Gaming. So it was a really good moment.
That was absolutely incredible to watch. And I was there live watching you guys. It was
and we didn't expect that, so
it was so difficult to try and decide who to root for. I was a bit torn, but I think you saw I did have Lady Beeheart's MCES banner. I think there's a photo around out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Of me.
Nice photo.
With my German team holding that sign.
Sorry for that, but it was a great moment for us.
Yeah, it was a beautiful experience, I think, for all of us to witness too, to see you guys playing at that level and in that arena. What was the best part about that? Was it being on the stage? Was it just the fact that you had made it that far? I mean, what do you remember the most about being there?
I think for me, just the win against them. So
The win against
yeah, stage was stressful, but
was it
the win is the most intense moment.
was it intimidating being on such a big stage? Because that was very different than, I'm sure, what you've been used to.
Yeah, but we did the first war front of the trap gaming player, and it was more stressful, I think.
Yeah.
I prefer on stage.
Okay. You don't like the close quarters and in the closed rooms?
Yeah, front of your opponent.
Do you remember?
Not my thing.
Did you get to hear? Because you had a lot of French supporters there. I saw them going wild in the stands. Do you remember hearing them? Were you able to hear them on stage? Could you see them as well?
Yeah, we heard them. It was really good for us. Make us really stronger.
And as far
And we didn't expect some French in Hamburg.
Yeah.
It's far away.
I was surprised to see there was a big French crowd there. I was surprised to see that. But it was nice that they were there supporting. Really awesome of them.
Yeah, really awesome.
So you started playing Clash of Clans 6 years ago. What got you into Clash of Clans? Why did you start playing? How did you hear of it?
I started playing Clash of Clans because my brother played Clash of Clans, and I began with him. And some friend of mine play too, so I played with them, and I didn't stop really. just some months in 6 years.
How do they feel about seeing you where you're at now, knowing that you started playing because of them?
They enjoy it. Really.
Do any of them play competitively?
No, not at all.
Okay. And what's your favorite attack strategy in TH12?
My favorite attack strategy is all composition with Queen Charge, Hogs, Dragons, Lalo.
So anything Queen Charge related you like?
Yeah.
And do you prefer wall breakers, wall breakers, wall wreckers, or quad quakes or jumps to charge your queen?
I'm used to use wall breakers, so I like them.
You like wall breakers the best?
Yeah.
It's so. That's a tough challenge, to learn how to wall break your queens and.
Yeah, but I always use the wall breaker, so it's easy for me.
Yeah. What's your?
Not always like we saw in the first war. Sometimes.
It happens. These things, they happen. What is your least favorite attack strategy?
I think it's all spamming attack because when you drop your troops and you watch, I don't like it. I want to act, and spamming attack is always you drop and you watch.
Yeah, and I think anyone who queen charges has a very, they're very centered in what they want to see. I feel like anybody who queen charges never likes witch attacks or anything along those lines.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect target, yes. Val is French. We've got a question. Are you French, Val?
Yeah, I'm French. That's why I have a bad English. I'm sorry.
Your English is perfectly. Your English is perfectly fine. Your English, and I will tell you this, is far superior than my French. My French is really, really bad. Beyond not knowing many words, when I try and pronounce anything, it comes out really weird. Is there any strategy? You are one of the top players around. You're in one of the top clans. Is there any strategy that you find difficult or that you have trouble executing?
Maybe for me, just spam attack because I never attack with that, so I'm in trouble with that.
So spam attack, anything along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah, people say it's easy, but for me it's not.
I can definitely understand that because when I play builder base, I actually try and funnel my troops, and everybody says just spam them in. I don't know how to do that. It's like a mindset. You don't learn. And thank you for the follows.
Yeah, when you never did, it's hard.
How many esports competitions has MCES been in, like with monetary prizes? Because esports is becoming a lot bigger now for Clash of Clans, and I know you guys have been in several.
I joined MCES since June, and I participate in several competitions, but we only won, if we can say that, the second place in the World Championship.
Okay.
But we were close to won some ESL tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Tunnel 11, we were in quarter. Tunnel 9, 2, I think, quarter. Tunnel 7, semi-final. And my teammates won Tunnel 5, but I wasn't with them.
You weren't with them for that one.
Yeah, because they won in May. And I joined them in June.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Town Hall 5. Yeah, they did. I like how they did that. Did you notice? They started Town Hall 5 in the 5th month, and it's all leading up to Town Hall 12 in December, in the 12th month. It's very simple.
And we lose in the first round in the Tunnel 12 tournament.
That was probably one of the biggest upsets.
Yeah, that was a surprise for us too.
Yeah, so stream coverage wasn't allowed until round 64. And by that point, when all the streamers started, the biggest question, particularly in my stream, because I always stream for MCES, was, where's MCES? What happened?
Yeah.
Did they not put a team in? And I had to explain they got knocked out in the first round. And that was, it was kind of luck of the draw. Because
nobody believed it.
you faced EWU. You had Juan, who was part of Nova, who won the World Championship. So I don't think it's something you can even hang your head low on, because it was just the luck of the draw with that matchup.
I think it was a good plan, but I think we do the really bad war, so...
Yeah, and it happens.
That's why we lose. Yeah, that happens sometimes. At the bad moment, for this time.
And then I want to talk a little bit about, you know what, let's get back into it. I want to talk about your strategy, because I'll go over some of these attacks too, but I want to break down this attack a little bit that you did.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. I'm going to pop it up on the screen.
Okay.
Now, you went for, what I love, is the Queen Charge Hog attack. This is probably one of my favorite attack strategies, other than watching but maybe not executing Electro Malos, because I don't know how to Lalo. And if anybody has questions in the chat for Val, get them in the chat and I'll start scrolling through in just a second to take a look, because I do see a few. So why did you choose to go for a Queen Charge Hog on this base? Is there anything particular that stood out to you that you decided this was the way to go for this to make this to have a successful attack?
Yeah, but I choose Queen Charge Hogs because I always attack with that in Legend League since 1 week. So I knew that if I take heroes, then Town Hall could be a triple with that make a good funnel for the hogs. We're free to do 12.
Yeah, and this was
with a Slaver.
This was great value in where you broke in, because that one single layer that you first get, you have access to the Queen, to the CC. You know, she takes on a lot of damage here, but it happens.
The 2 heroes.
What's that?
The 2 heroes too.
Which one?
The 2 heroes too at the first combat.
The 2 which?
he was.
I'm not understanding that one. Somebody's
Oh,
heroes.
sorry. My friend glitched his
Heroes!
bad. Oh.
No, it's just me
Yeah,
trying to
the
understand
heroes.
accents. They understood in chat. It's me. I need Q-tips in my ears. So the two heroes, you took down the two
Yeah.
heroes in that. But this is what's really beautiful is that you work your queen along the inner, I always call it the inner outside of the base. And you get that town hall. And she really shapes up the pathing very nicely for the hogs here. So
Yeah.
personally, like, I think that's smart. But I don't think people, when they do a queen charge, they don't think about taking a base vertically like that, like on a linear scale, instead of going in on the diagonal, where you're going to go in, got the core, try and get to the eagle. And I really like that thinking there. And it's very smart. And you still get some nice pathing for your hogs. Why did you decide to go with the tanking for the Stone Slammer on this one too?
Because I used to pick some freeze, so I knew that my Stone Slammer will funnel my hogs, so I knew that it will be good.
And when we finished watching this attack, we were trying to figure out how many hogs were actually left over.
Oh.
You had so many hogs left. Look at
Yeah.
this. There were so many hogs left over in this. I think you have about maybe 6 on one side here. You probably have another 12 up top there. It's almost 20 hogs left in this attack. Just absolutely overpowered. When
Most of the time you have a lot of hogs or any hogs.
Yeah. A beautiful hit on that one. And we do have some questions in the chat for you.
Yeah.
I see Whatever Man. He wants to know how long it takes you to get good at a strategy. So let's think about like when you're trying something new, a new meta comes out, or even anything in particular, like working on those queen charge hog attacks. Is there
Just for this one?
no, how long when you're practicing an attack strategy, how long does it take you to actually learn it and understand it?
I think you can always improve yourself in the strategy, but with that strategy, I practice it many times.
Yeah, you said you use
Lots
this
of
for
times.
Legend League, right? The style attack.
Yeah.
So that would tend to be what you're more reliant on in general.
I attacked 100 times with that strategy.
If you were to have to start a new strategy, like learn something completely new, say new meta comes out, how long do you practice a different style attack if you want to add that into your repertoire? Do you spend time focusing back and forth, or?
Well, it's more if I saw a strategy that I want to do in a layer, I did it. I do it, and I don't practice some strategy to be better with that. And
I'm sorry, I'm laughing and I'm looking at a comment here from Kaur, who who's getting hard on try hard here, and she wants to know. I lost it. Hold on a second. She wants me to ask about tryhard in the finals versus Nova Esports and what actually happened to that attack.
Just his throw the tunnel was activated and not, so things happen. Especially with stress and not many time to strat, so
yeah, it's always
could happen to the best.
That's the one thing that I will always defend any player that gets up on those stages, or even when they're closed sets. Any player who gets to play at that level, either in front of a live audience or for everyone to watch on YouTube. We do these leagues, and people are afraid to attack live on stream. I mean, have like 20 viewers, and people are afraid to attack in front of 20 viewers. They get anxiety. Imagine attacking in front of like hundreds of thousands, millions of people. You've got YouTube going, you've got an audience in the stadium. There's so much going on. With those, you have cameras in your face, and you're being talked to in your headset. So so much distraction and so much to give you a little bit of anxiety on it that it makes it really difficult.
it would triple it at home for sure.
So I will always defend that. And yeah, sometimes you think you get something and you don't really out of it. It's just like you don't see it, you miss it. But my follow-up question is, when did you guys let him know? Because you're the scouts, like you're the spotters, you're the ones in his ear saying, you missed this. I'm giving try hard an easy out.
Yeah, but it's normal.
It's tough. It's tough for the whole team because there's a lot going on. Thank you so much for the follows coming in. Apologies that the notifications are loud. I just had to up the volume so we could hear Val. Whatever man wants to know how often you practice. How many days a week are you playing? How often during every day are you playing?
What? Can you repeat, please?
Oh, how often do you practice?
I think I play 4 hours by day.
4 hours?
Because,
Wow.
I think, but not every day, but someday 6 hours, 8 hours, or another 2 hours.
That's a lot of time.
It depends.
Do you think you're putting in about 40?
Yeah.
Do you think you're putting about
play,
40 hours a week? Like full-time job?
I play many times. Even when I'm work, I play.
Do you do your own base building? Wicked would like to know.
What? Sorry.
Wicked would like to know if you do your own base building.
Oh, yeah. I do my own base. Of course.
Let me see what else we have. Does Val play for J-Off? Bullet would like to know. I know the answer to this.
Sometimes, yes.
Let's see what else we have. You can get some questions. Do you like Pepsi or Coke? Mud Dogs wants to know.
I think I prefer Cokes, but I don't drink a lot of Cokes.
So you're not a soda drinker?
No, I'm not a soda drinker.
What's your
more a beer drinker?
Beer? Okay, I was gonna ask, what's your favorite beverage? What kind
But not every day, of course.
Yes. In moderation, kids.
Yeah.
Adults, no kids, don't drink kids.
Of course.
Let's see what else we got in the chat. What's the most nerve-wracking attack you've had to do?
Nerve-wracking attack. Sorry, I didn't understand.
Oh, so what's the most nerve-wracking attack? Like, what's the attack that you were most scared to do or got you anxious? Where the pressure, a lot of pressure on it.
Oh, like we said earlier, spam attacks.
And what moment was what attack? What attack in what moment gave you the most, that you had the most pressure on you?
I like to attack with pressure, and we have pressure a lot of time in Clash of Clans.
So it doesn't phase you. Val does not cave into pressure. Okay, Lixie? That's the
I
long and the
always
short of it.
pressure.
Let's see what else we got in the chat. They're laughing at me about the heroes. They're like, it's almost the same in French. I'm a New Yorker. I need a hero. Like, I need a
Hero.
hero. Otherwise, I don't understand. Bullet loves your accent. I think we all do. I love a French accent, even if I don't understand a word of what's being said.
My pleasure.
Caller would like me to ask about Dr. Mujtaba?
Yeah.
I don't know what about.
It's a guy who pushed a lot of accounts imagining.
Wow. NB would like to know where you're from. Lenaide.
What?
And
Where
Bruno would
from?
like to know where you're from.
In France, Normandy.
Oh, Normandy.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Cotton. Cotton, King of the North, Cotton would like to know if you like Wendy's. Do you have Wendy's in France?
Wendy's? I don't understand.
They don't
that,
have them in
but
Germany. I know they don't have this in Germany because I've talked to Was about this. They don't.
Wendy's?
So
I
Europe
don't-
has it's an American fast food place. You have McDonald's.
Oh no, I don't go to Wendy's,
Okay.
and I never saw Wendy's in Normandy.
I
Sorry.
I don't think Europe has Wendy's. I think I doubt it because I know Germany doesn't. I doubt France does if they don't. What?
Yeah, I think it's an American thing.
Yeah. What's your favorite fast food? Do you like fast food? And if you do, what's your favorite fast food?
Occasionally, I like fast food, but maybe my favorite is McDonald's.
McDonald's. I had McDonald's in Germany. I haven't had McDonald's like probably
everywhere.
10 years. And I had it in Germany. It was actually really good. It's so much better than in America.
Oh, maybe it's French, it's same too.
I bet it is. Samuel wants to know, what is the first strategy you think of when doing base identification and why?
I think my first idea is always what I do at the moment.
Queen charge hogs.
For now, it's queen charge hog, but sometimes it's street allo or queen charge allo.
So what makes you decide then to switch from a queen charge hog to a queen charge wallow? What do you see in a base that makes you change your mind?
The first thing is the king. When you took the 2 heroes with the queen charge, you can do hogs, and when you took only queen, you do Lalo.
Okay, nice. Cotton would like to know if you like dragons.
Yeah, dragons are 2 OPs in the new update of Supercell.
What kind of dragon attack do you like?
Always with queen charge because I'm used to, but I know that dragons with bats are really open.
Yeah. Do you add them in with your queen charge? Or you can't because of the spell value? It's difficult because you have to have the rages for your queen charge.
I didn't understand
Oh, to bring in
the question, sorry.
Oh, because you're talking about the bat wave. And can you ever see an opportunity of adding some bats in for support with that? Or because of spell value, you can't?
I did some queen charge with bats, but it's really, really rare that you can do that.
Yeah.
And with the queen charge, you don't use to put some bats. You have too many spells with the queen charge.
Yeah, with your rage, because you need those rages to go along, and then freezes for the bat spells.
Yeah.
Wicked would like to know if you've ever been to the United States.
No, never.
Never.
I came to Montreal in Canada.
Montreal, yeah.
Not far away. When I meet you.
Yeah. I met the MCES guys in Montreal at DreamHack, which was really nice. You gotta get to the US. We gotta talk to Trog about this. You gotta come to New York. Come to the big city.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the next adventure for MCES.
Could be cool.
Let's see. O1SJ asked how you started in Clash, which we discussed, because Val had explained that he started playing because of his brother and his friends. But he wants to know how you started your career in this. Now, you joined MCES, you said, in June of this year. But what gravitated you towards that? Why did you make that decision to?
Because when I play at a game, I play at 100%. So I was good, and I knew that I can do something good in competition and maybe win some money or something. And I tried.
Have you played any other games competitively?
Competitively, no.
What is your other favorite game? We know Clash is your favorite. What's your next favorite game?
I like FIFA.
Okay.
I don't know if it's English.
It is. Yes.
Yeah.
It's universal. FIFA's like universal. Personally, I don't
Yeah.
play it because football. I have to be careful not to say soccer with so many Europeans around. Football is not my thing.
It's not an American thing.
No, it's becoming more popular in the US, but I'm not a sports person unless you're taking me to a stadium and I get to sit there and eat some food and watch a game live and really just care about the food and cheer for things I don't know about. I'll go to I like Yankees games. That I'm cool with. We answered that for Wicked. Thank you, Lady B, for asking Val about try hard. It means a lot. You're welcome, Connor. And I think that's it. Do we have any other questions in the chat? We know you like dragons. I won't do the punchline. Oh, Cotton is going to be fresh. He's going to be fresh, I'm telling you right now. Trog says if the community wants to see you and the organizations allow, then you would love to go play in the USA. That would be awesome. Would love to see more competition in the US. Right now, for us, we like the DreamHack stuff is all American teams that they're doing for those ESL Mobile Opens, but it would be really cool to see something more international coming to the States.
Yeah, it could be really cool.
Your favorite Was asked a question. I completely ignored him. I abuse my moderators. I don't pay attention to them at all. I completely abuse them. Let's take a look. Where is your question? Oh, which Clash player and or team do you see as your biggest rival or competition?
I think I can say Nova for sure.
I wonder why.
And also Team Queso. They are really happy.
Yeah.
Maybe Queen Walkers, even if we beat them in Portland. And Try Gaming.
Yeah. I mean, you were very happy over the win for that, so I would assume you see them definitely as some top competitors.
Because I didn't expect that. So.
Yeah.
I hope that.
I think they came back a lot stronger than people had expected them to, especially because of putting in Boom and Vala.
Yeah.
Which was a very nice call for them.
Yeah. They are really good.
Which Clash of Clans player do you admire the most?
I think not in my team, of course, but because I was Wei was really happy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I say it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And also Boom. Boom is really good.
Which Clash of Clans player do you see as your biggest competition or rival?
I don't know. Maybe Nova for now.
So we could go with Wei then on that one.
Yeah.
I should ask a cheeky question because I asked which is your favorite player in the game, or which player do you admire the most? Who's your favorite streamer?
I think it's you.
That's a good answer. That's my cheeky question for you.
You always stream us, and thank you for that.
It's always my pleasure. I love showcasing what you guys do. And I've been streaming with you in particular for quite some time through various leagues and within J-Off. So it's really great to be able to see you get to this point. It's pretty incredible. And I've loved watching this journey for you.
Yeah, always when I wasn't in the MCES, you stream me.
So, I don't know if anybody... Cotton says you're wrong. Cotton says you're wrong on your favorite streamer. Wasman even says, please say Cotton. Wow. That's my moderators. What advice would you give to any clasher looking to get in the competitive scene and play at the level you are?
I think you need to do a lot of practice and a lot of practice again.
So practice, and practice more. Maybe.
Yeah.
Is it like eat, sleep, clash, repeat?
For some months, yeah.
How was your boot camp training? I don't know if everybody knows, but before the World Championships, MCES was placed in a dark room somewhere underground with no access to real life, and they were required to only play Clash of Clans 24/7.
Oh no. No.
But you did a boot camp. Okay. I might have over exaggerated, but you did a boot camp.
Yeah.
What was that like?
We were in a gaming center,
Okay.
the MCES gaming center, and we played here the day, but we also do sports in the third sport that MCES gave for us, and we slept on a big house, not in the same place. So
Not as like the gaming
we
center.
we didn't play like 15 hours by day.
Okay.
Just a lot of playing, but not 15 hours by day.
So you saw the light of day. It wasn't all work. There was some play and fun time involved.
Yeah, of course.
How much do you think that benefited you? You guys came in so strong for the finals. Do you think that was part of the reason for your success?
Yeah, I think so, because we were more close with the teammates. We more known each other. So
team bonding. I do that at work. We call it team build.
And also work in the base buildings.
Yeah, you can practice your base building and have a lot of time. Did you spend a lot of that time actually testing out your bases? Is that most of your play was working on those bases and testing them out?
Yeah, maybe half of the time, and some CC wars and some other things in Clash.
And let's see, I saw a really good question. What's your favorite spell?
I think it's a rage spell, because we can do a queen charge without a rage spell.
There is too. And what's your favorite troop?
The Loon.
The Loon. Is it because it protects the healers for your queen charge?
No, maybe.
A nice Coco Loon action.
Yeah, they can do that, but we can do a really good strat with 3 Laloon or 3 Hero Laloon or Queen Charge Laloon. We can do a lot of things with loons.
Nice.
Even with the drags, like Hugo Chores.
Yeah. So we did favorite troop and spell. Someone asked in the chat as well. I think I can guess your favorite hero.
Yeah. you know.
I think I know what your favorite hero is at this point. What's your favorite hero skin?
The last skin of the queen, the ice queen. I like it.
Yeah, that's.
I think because it's new, but I like it.
I like the snowflake pop. When you pop her ability, it shoots out snowflakes.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Caller says MCES will win next World Championships. Wish him luck.
I hope so.
That would be very nice to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, King of the North.
I really hope so.
Do you remember King of the North? He was in, I don't know if you actually met him.
Yeah.
He was in DreamHack at Montreal.
Yeah. He was also in Hamburg, right? No?
He was in the competition.
Yeah.
He was in Pardon My French. I love that clan. He said that you guys are super focused in MCES, and he had noticed that you were FCing all day, just like no funny business. You guys were absolutely spectacular. There were some ups, there were some downs in that war. You guys kept it exciting. And honestly, parts of me think that you were just toying. I think you were just toying around and trying to keep it exciting. But it really was a spectacular war to watch and to cover. I have to say that was my first and only casting experience like that so far. And I'm so proud I'm so proud that it was for you guys. Like that, I'm so honored that I could have been a part of that and like for you guys. So it was really nice. It was very awesome.
Nice you enjoy it.
Hello, Alex Martinez. Thank you. So I know I've kept you way longer than I probably should have. I told you like 5 to 10 minutes, and it's been, I think, 5 minutes.
It's good.
But I told you, you speak great English, and the more you talk English, the easier it gets.
Yeah.
So
I have to get better also.
So this was a good time. Let's do one more. Can we take 2 more questions? Does it sound good? And then we'll call it a night.
Yeah.
Okay. Westman has a good one. Are you going to buy anything special from your tournament winnings? Like a Ferrari, a big boat, or gems?
I don't think so because I don't know what I will do with that.
Savings?
I think I will wait to have a good idea.
So you're going to wait, you're going to save it, earn money on it.
But not about our gems. I don't think so.
You're not going to go lavish.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Sixfold actually has a CWL question for you. CWL Elite.
Yeah.
Who is the strongest CWL Elite clan?
It's Geoff, of course.
How many times is Geoff undefeated since last season? 20 something? 21?
I don't know.
I think it's 20,
I don't
21.
know.
Or it's like 21
Yeah,
or
maybe
23. Nico knows.
something like this. Yeah.
Okay, last question.
2 seasons.
Last question, and then I'm gonna let you go. What's the trap that you want to avoid? What's the strongest trap you think that you want to avoid in an attack?
Like everybody, I think it's a tornado.
Mm-hmm.
Tornado, too annoying.
Yeah, and that can definitely mess up some things for you, or it can benefit you. Was it who did the last attack? Was it Kaburuto? Who did that? I think it was Ozzy. Did Ozzy come in with that last attack that had the queen charge? And the tornado trap actually swept her closer to the multi-targeting?
Yeah, but most of the time, tornado are annoying.
Sometimes you luck out. Is this the interview with Val? You just got back. Yes, Karma, and it's over because we've just talked to Val for like 45 minutes.
Wow.
So before we go and sign off, any last words for you that you want to say to the community? I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put it on YouTube, and you have everybody here in chat. Anything that you want to say? Any shout outs? Any last words?
I don't know. Thanks for the support for the World Championship. We had a lot of support, so I think I can say thank you here. And I hope we will have a lot of support for the next World Championship.
I think you certainly will. And you ready for Town Hall 13?
Yeah, we're ready for Town Hall 13.
Good.
And thank you to welcoming me here.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. You guys are phenomenal. Great showcasing with your wars tonight. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us and to answer some questions. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, with my pleasure.
So I'll leave you to it. Have a great night. Go get some well-deserved rest, and I will catch up with you soon. I'll see you, actually, most likely, over the weekend.
Thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Have a great evening or night too.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye. Okay, so that was, Karma, you missed it. that was Val, aka Lenaide, from MCES that we did the interview with. I gotta lower this music a little bit for you guys. I think that's it for tonight. That's gonna be it. We had a great matchup. That first round win was for MCES, but in the end, INTZ pulling out that victory. Khalif, thank you for the follow. Welcome. If you guys don't have me on follow on social media, check it out in the chat. You can keep up to date. I do appreciate you all being here, having spent the time watching the war, listening to some little tidbits about Val, asking questions. It's been a great time. But if you're not following me, I'll be keeping up some more action throughout the week. If you want to find out what's going to be next, get on my Twitter, follow it there. You can also hop on my Discord server. Links are in the chat. Thank you so much to Carbon Fin for stopping by. Great to have you here. Thank you. Huge shout out to Clash with Eric for that massive host coming over. I know he was streaming another war. I think he was going to stream this war. He might have been. But thank you, everybody who came over. And thank you for the love, the follows, the subs, and the donos. You guys are fabulous. That's it for now. I'm out for the night. I will definitely see you this weekend, but stay tuned. There's going to be plenty more Clash of Clans action to come. Enjoy your evenings.